Saturday. Antique boats were tied up along the Boardman Riverwalk in downtown Traverse City. This is a great opportunity to learn more about the classic and antique boats. The first one to find out more about, a 1941 Chris Craft utility. Tell me a little about the history of this boat.
This boat came from northern Indiana. It was originally used on the lakes there, probably Lake Wawasee, and we purchased it from an owner there in Fort Wayne.
How about restoration? Was it in pretty good shape, or?
You know, the beauty of this boat was it was all there. It just needed some cosmetic restoration, but it was the original engine, all the original parts and gauges. Everything was there, and so basically we took it to a local boat restoration shop here in the Traverse City area and had it done a couple of years ago.
I understand that there are several places in this area where you can get boats worked on of this sort. The talent is here?
Yes, the talent is here. We've got several really great boat shops, boat restoration shops all throughout northern Michigan. I think one of the things that I'm most concerned about is that as these fellows that are doing this work are aging out, there's not a lot of young talent coming up behind them, although there are a few shops that are starting to apprentice. So I'm very hopeful that in the future we'll still have a strong cottage industry here around the antique boat.
The next wooden boat we looked at, a Century Resorter.
Well, this 1957 Resorter turned out to be built in Manistee in August of 1956, which is when we got married. So we decided that when it was 50 years old and we'd been married 50 years, it was time to buy it. We found it in a barn over near Frankfort, Michigan at McDonald Marine, and we had it restored by Gary Hutchins, and the only original part of the boat now is the deck. All the rest of the mahogany is African mahogany that's been used to restore the boat. The interior is the same. It was a custom-made boat with the upholstery and the mahogany dashboard.
How about the engine?
It's got a standard gray marine, 112 horsepower, 6-cylinder, straight 6 engine. And I could pick up the lid there and show it to you. It manufactures about 115 horsepower at about 3,000 RPM.
Those were just a couple of the many boats that lined the entire block-long Riverwalk here in Traverse City. Well, most of the boats you see are Century or Chris Craft. Chris Craft, of course, is one of the most popular among the antique boats that seems to have survived or been restored. However, there are many other names represented here. There you have it. Antique boats on the Boardman Riverwalk in downtown Traverse City. For My News 26, I'm Dave Fortin reporting.